kind of a portfolio. Okay, one is the blue chip. Okay, one is the blue chip, right? The tech blue chip. Okay, the mega caps. Okay, we call it mega caps. Okay, and the other side is the the growth stocks. Okay, growth stocks. So mega caps. Okay, mega caps. What are we looking at? Okay, mega caps. We're looking at Apple. Okay, mega caps. We're looking at AMD. We're looking at Nvidia. Okay, we're looking at Google. Okay, we're looking at Amazon. Okay, we're looking at Tesla. We're looking at Meta. Okay, what else? We're looking at some of this is JP Morgan. Okay, we're looking at all these. They are the mega caps, the biggest company in the US, right? So what is happening with these mega caps? Okay, did I miss out anybody? Okay, Netflix. Okay, Netflix, also a mega caps. Okay, and I think there's some more. Okay, there's some more. Okay, so later on, if I miss out anything, we can also you can also type in the comment, type in the chat, right? So mega caps, right? They have been doing well. Okay, they've been doing well over the past few months. Okay, over the past few months, they have been doing well. So Microsoft. Okay, if you look at Microsoft, yeah, that was one of the stock that I want to write down. Okay, so Microsoft, okay, have been doing well, have been going on this thing called the uptrend. Okay, uptrend. It have been going up since when? Since the lowest point. The lowest point is here because it have the bottom signal. The lowest point is here where you have the bottom signal. The lowest point is here where you have the bottom signal. So when we see the bottom signal, this is telling us that, oh, this is a low point. Low point. So now, is it close to the low point? The answer is no. Now it's not close to any low point. Okay. So from the low point, the stock has actually gone up for a few months already. Okay. So March, April, May, and almost May, almost finished already. Okay. So now we are at the what? Short term, right? We are at the high side. Okay. For short term, we are at the high side. So last night, right, there's this pullback. Okay, this pullback, right, is pretty expected. It's pretty expected because why you're up for so many days already, right? So for it to pull back, it is normal for it to have a 1 day pullback, 2 day pullback, 3 day pullback. That is expected. Okay, that's expected. So Microsoft is just one of them. So over here, you also see stocks like Apple. So Apple also, start to pull back from the high. So from the bottom signal, you can see that it's up for 3 months already. From bottom signal, it's up for a few months. So it's bound for a pullback. Okay, it's bound for a pullback. So this is what is the scenario here. Okay, the question here is, do you want to hold on to the stock? Okay, or do you want to cash out the profit? Okay, so over here, some of these stocks, they are pretty extended. And Nvidia, I think tonight or tomorrow, there is this earnings. Okay, so Nvidia, I think tonight or tomorrow, right? There's this earnings coming out. So will Nvidia have a very surprise earnings? Okay, this one not very sure. Surprise on the upside or surprise on the downside? That is the question. That is the question. So far, there's a lot of anticipation. Okay, there's a lot of this AI speculation kind of thing going on. Everybody's talking about AI. Okay, so Nvidia, oh, this is AI coming in, just like the previous trend. People talk about metaverse, AI. So these are the team that is a hot team right now. Okay, the hot team. Okay, the hot team. So so over here, Nvidia. Okay, Nvidia also far away from the bottom signal. Also a pretty uptrend. And with this blue arrow, the stock continue to move up. So far, there's no more blue arrow for the past 2 weeks. Okay, which means what? Which means it's far away from the buying point. It's far away from the buying point. So if you haven't buy now, it's a little bit like, extended. Okay, it's a little bit extended. Okay, so any pullback is a good, a good opportunity. Okay, any pullback is a good opportunity on the uptrend. Okay, so over here, it's also waiting for a pullback. Okay, same thing, AMD. Okay, AMD. So you can see AMD also bounce off the low. Okay, also bounce off the low. The bottom signal is here, and then it had a follow through, and the stock went up almost 30%. Okay, almost 30%. Okay, so again, AMD, Nvidia, these are the strongest sector. These are the strongest stocks in the sector. Okay, so these are the strongest stocks in the semiconductor sector. Okay, so other than that, okay, what do you see? You see Meta. Okay, Meta is also moving up on the uptrend, and Meta also have this blue arrow and blue arrow and blue arrow and blue arrow, and still it remains on the uptrend. Okay, it still remains on the uptrend. So over here, okay, over here again, from this blue arrow, it's already up for a few days. Okay, so again, now the question is, will there be any pullback or not? Okay, but still, blue color means what? Blue color means still on the uptrend. Okay, so other than that, just now we see quite many stocks. Okay, let's look at Google. Google also. Okay, by the way, the blue color, right? The arrow is where the opportunity is. The arrow. Okay, if there's no arrow like now, no arrow means the opportunity is better when there's an arrow. Not yet up, potentially go up. That's where the blue arrow is telling me. Okay, so the bottom signal is the lowest point. So the lowest point is here. Okay, in November. The lowest point is in December. The lowest point is in this February. Other than that, no more lowest point. Okay, so now there's this orange candle. So orange candle tell me what? Tell me there could be some profit taking. Okay, so profit taking could happen this week or could happen in June. Okay, in June. So that means what? That means generally the market is very overbought. Okay, overbought. So will there be a sell down from here? Will there be a sell down from here? That is the question. And this sell down, is it happening on the blue chip, or this sell down is happening on the smaller stocks? Okay, so the blue chip, okay, if you can see, Alphabet right now is not a very good place to get in. Okay, not a very good place to get in, unless they go sideways for a few more days, 1 week or what. Okay, so there is a chance that we will see some kind of a weakness over here or sideways consolidation before the stock can go higher. Okay, which means what? Which means after you move up, maybe you need to rest for a while. After you rest for a while, then maybe you can move further. Okay, so that's the idea, huh? Okay, so other than that, we see what? Okay, we see Amazon also same thing. Also same thing. From the low point over here, there is a blue arrow. Here, there's a blue arrow. But ever since it started to take off, there's no more blue arrow. Okay, there's no more blue arrow. So what does it mean? It means that, okay, from here, 103 move to 115. It already moved 15% up. Okay, maybe now is the time to rest. Okay, before we have another blue arrow. Okay, so for short term, market is overbought. Market have a possibility to go sideways or go down. So we need to be careful during this kind of period. Okay, period. Okay, so just now we talked about what? We talked about quite a few stocks, right? We got to talk about Apple, we talked about AMD, Nvidia, Google, Amazon. Okay, so the next few one, okay, the next few, Tesla, okay, Tesla. Okay, Tesla. So Tesla, okay, Tesla is one of the laggard, okay, laggard. Okay, the laggard. The laggard, right, is the, is the what we call the slower one. The slower one, right? Because a lot of other stock, right, they already blue color long ago. They already have the bottom signal and they already go up from the bottom signal, about few months ago. So Tesla, okay, Tesla had the bottom signal, okay, and then now only it start to turn blue, okay. So of course, that is a good sign. It's telling me what? It's telling me that now this Tesla previously was on the downtrend, red color. Now maybe, okay, it crossed this level maybe, right, it goes into uptrend from here. Okay, from here. So over here, any point, right, if it fail from here, right, it's not good. Okay, so if it continue to go up, yes, it's good. But from here onwards, if Tesla start to drop, right, okay, what does it tells us? It tells us that when other people go up, he never go up. When other people go down, then he go down. Then not so good. Okay, then not so good. But if from here it start to go up, then okay, it's fine, no problem. Okay, so again, Tesla, although it turns blue, but this is the laggard, the slowest mega cap. Okay, other stock already go up, but this Tesla is not doing its best performance. Okay, so in the auto, in the this EV segment, right? Okay, you can see that another stock, Li Auto, in fact, right, is a stronger stock. It's a stronger stock. So you can see Tesla move a bit, but this stock move quite a lot. Okay, and recently, is still on this consolidation, sideways consolidation. So there's a blue arrow. So anything that goes consolidate some more and then turn around, then this could be another stock to watch as well. Okay, in fact, Li Auto is a China company. Is a ADR, or is ADR. That means China stock list in the US. Compared to a lot of China stock, Li Auto is actually outperforming. Okay, outperforming many of these China stock. Okay, so anyway, we have gone through quite a few stocks over here, and last two. Okay, let's do last two. So JP Morgan represent the bank sector. Okay, bank sector. So last few days, you can see that the market, okay, last 2 days, last 2 nights, the market like start to take a break, start to rest, and some of the banks, okay, they start to move up. Okay, some of the banks start to move up. Like example, Citigroup. Okay, Citigroup last night attempt to move up. Okay, attempt to like turn around. Okay, so there is this bottom signal over here. So will the banks from here start to move up? Okay, that is the question. Okay, that's the currently, like, will the tech stock rest and then the banks start to move? Okay, that is the question of this week. Okay, this week. And for it to show us, it must close above this green color candle. So if you close above 46.50, then yes, maybe this is the low point, maybe this is the bottom, maybe the bank could have some kind of a rebound. Okay, but provided what? Provided, there's no this bad news on this bank. Correct? Okay, so same thing, Bank of America, BAC, also similar, like this week, like yesterday the tech stock wasn't doing very well, but this Bank of America, start to move. So again, Bank of America, the bottom signal is here. Ever since it go above this $28, above $28, maybe they are forming a low point. Okay? They are forming a low point. So will this be the low point of the bank sector? Okay, or this is the start of another nightmare? This one we need to let the market tell us, right? So we will continue to watch this. Okay, by the way, somebody asked how to get these blue arrows. Okay, this is my system, personalized system. So this system I designed to help me to see clearly about the trend. So the downtrend I can avoid, the uptrend we can participate. Okay, so we use this system to look at the market trend. Okay, and we also use this system to screen out like what are the stocks to, let's say, to do shorting. Example, okay, if you want to short, what are the stocks to watch? Okay, so like example, this one. Okay, example, this PayPal. Okay, PayPal. So PayPal is the weakest stocks. Disney, okay, Disney a bit sideways, not so downtrend, but PayPal was the downtrend one. And you can use this screener, right, to screen for the stocks, okay, that have potential to fall fast. Okay, to fall fast. Okay, so later on we'll talk about how you can actually get this system. Okay, and also later on we'll talk about our course. This course, IBF subsidized cost. Okay, so just stay on to the end. Then later on we'll talk more on that. Okay, So for these are the blue chip, right? So this is how we talk about the banks. Okay, so the banks is at the low side. Will they rebound from here? The question. Okay, this is a question. I also, cannot tell. But last night is weird. The tech stock rest, the banks up, and some of these stocks, Netflix, also, like what I say, after the strong run, immediately start to take a break. Okay, so over here, Netflix is also one of the best performing, stocks, blue chip, mega caps, one of the best performing. Okay, the bottom signal over here is really nice. Okay, previously they have the bottom signal here, and then it bounced off the bottom, and then recently it had this bottom signal here, and again it bounced off this low point, which is a very good run, a very good run. Okay, so by right, trend shall remain uptrend. Okay, so if Netflix turn around, these are the good sign. Okay, these are the good signs. So because this is uptrend stocks, by right, trend remain the same. Am I right? Okay, so okay, so since somebody asked a question, Ray asked a question, AA and United. Let me just answer this right now. AA is what? AAL, is it? American Airlines. How about the airlines? Airline is not strong. Airline is not strong. There is a bottom signal. Okay, bottom signal, by right, it should bounce. By right, it should bounce. By right, it should bounce. So it had the bounce on the bottom signal, but this is not the strongest trend. Okay, this is not the strongest trend. Okay, so I understand Singapore, the airline is strong, but for US, okay, the strongest, if you look at this, the highest is Ryanair. So Ryanair is the stronger, what we call airline stock. Okay, this is the stronger one. The rest still quite weak. Okay, United, yes, maybe second strongest, but also not that strong. Okay, not that strong. Okay, so previously, right, I look at the cruise, some of the cruise stocks. Okay, cruise stocks, like example, this one. This is RCL. Okay, RCL previously have a very strong first wave, and then it had some break. Okay, and then have a blue arrow, and right after this blue arrow, it had a very nice follow through. But last night also, it started to rest. It started to rest. But you can see, this gap up, there's a 1.1 billion funds flow in. This gap up, there's a 720 million funds flow in, right? Okay, so with the kind of a gap up, right? Okay, maybe it's an interesting sector also. Okay, in a longer run, because why? Because now probably they are the recovering sectors. Okay, recovering sectors. Okay, so so over here CCL. Okay, CCL also is another cruise. Okay, cruise stocks. Okay, also a cruise stocks. So airlines, I'm not very sure, but cruise, they have RCL as a guide. Okay, whether the cruise is also moving. But generally, okay, we see something that is quite saddening, quite sad one. Okay, quite sad one. What is a very sad one? Okay, for US stocks, you can see this stock, Las Vegas. So this is the sad one. This is the sad case. Okay, so last night, this LVS suddenly dropped 6.4%. Suddenly dropped 6.4%. Okay, so is it a good sign? The answer is no, not a good sign. It's a bad sign. Okay, telling us what? Telling us that there are some volatility coming in. Okay, there's some volatility coming in. There are some people who start to throw the shares. Okay, throw the shares out. Okay, so you can see some of these casinos. Okay, MGM. Okay, MGM. Okay, not good. Okay, not good. Suddenly the selling came in. Okay, suddenly the selling came in. So this is not good. Okay, this is not good. Okay, so the travel, the leisure business, okay, suddenly the selling came in. Okay, came in. So with a strong volume, So that is not a very good sign. Okay, that's not a very good sign. And in fact, not just this stock. Okay, not just this stock. There are some stocks like example C Limited. Okay, these are the kind of a situation, right, where we see that, wow, this stock have a bad earnings, and then after that can continue to sell down. Is this good? No, not good, right? So while we see that there are some blue chip that's very strong, mega caps is going up, okay, there are also many stocks, right? Like this Walt Disney, they are not performing well. Okay, they are not performing well. It's have a gap down and then continue to go down. We see Starbucks, okay, have a gap down, went into red candle and continue to sell down. Okay, so by right, these are the recovery sector. Okay, but then now, now they get sell down. Okay, they get sell down. So are we starting another correction over here? Okay, are we starting another correction over here, or we are kind of like having just a flush? Okay, a flush and then rebound. Okay, so this is the thing here. Okay, all right. So over here, U.S. Regional Bank, KRE. Okay, so previously I looked at these stocks called NYCB. Okay, previously I looked at this stock NYCB. Okay, so this NYCB, right? Of course, it is a regional bank, okay, regional bank. But this stock is a stronger regional bank that rebound and go into the new height. Okay, so the rest is pretty scary. Maybe anytime they give you tell you they close down or what. But this one, okay, have a gap up, move upwards and move upwards. Of course, this is not easy one. This is a dangerous stock, okay. But nowadays, the regional banks is like the meme stock, okay, meme stock. That means they are more volatile, okay, and they are like penny stocks, okay, they're penny stocks. So for this, do you want to get involved, or you are looking at some of these stocks like the AI stocks? Okay, maybe this is also like a meme stocks, okay, maybe okay, or these Bitcoin stocks. Okay, so because why the regional bank is as volatile as this kind of stock. Okay, one day up maybe 10%, the next day also down 10%. Okay, so these are the riots is crypto stocks. Okay, it's a crypto stocks. So the market, okay, a lot of these small cap, they're not doing well. Okay, IWM is the Russell 2000. Russell 2000, by right, it should be in bottom already. And then by right, it's turning into stage 1, turn blue over here. But last night, it pulls back. So if IWM can turn around, then the growth stocks, right, will have a better, future. Okay, but for now, things seems like slow down. Okay, slow down. So we gotta be careful when we go into June. Okay, for June period, okay, we gotta be like a bit cautious from now onwards. Okay, previously, yes, we are very bullish. Okay, we are looking at many different stocks. Okay, and a lot of these stocks, they are doing very well. Okay, they're doing very well. Like like some of the shoe companies, some of the restaurants, some of these consumer durables, okay, retail stocks. Okay, previously the retail stocks are doing well, but now, okay, now it's not. Okay, now things have changed. Okay, things have changed. So we want to be careful during this period. Okay, so previously you can see these are some of the stocks. Melly, okay, they are doing very well, uptrend and all that, breakout. But this breakout, what happened? This breakout failed. Okay, it goes back into the resistance. Understand? So is this a good sign? No. Okay, this is telling us that breakouts are like failing. Okay, the market is still very conservative. Okay, the market is still very scared. Okay, very scared. So this week onwards, okay, you got to be a bit cautious. You can see that these ISRG have good earnings, have good follow through, but last night the volatility just came in. Okay, the volatility just came. Okay, Palantir, very optimistic, but again, very, very volatile. Okay, Palantir is very strong. Okay, very optimistic. Okay, again, this one is what it's like a, if it's good, that means it runs up. Okay, if it runs up, right, it can go like, because it's just 20 billion, because it's just $12. Right? If it runs, yes, it can run like, to hundreds or what, right? 100 billion or what, right? Okay, but the thing is with the volatility, can you tahan the swing or not? That's the question. Okay, that's the question. So over here, with this kind of a setup, blue arrow, pullback, small candle, yes, we can try, but with the bottom signal, yes, we can try with the bottom signal, but without any strategy, I think it's not easy for this stock. Okay, if you do not have a strategy to go for this, right, then it's not easy. If you have a blue arrow, then you go in when you go above the previous day high, then yes, okay, that could be a strategy to catch this stock Palantir. Okay, but for now, it is a profit-taking zone, SMI 100. So when you see this blue color, this thing, right, is the smart money. Smart money is in, smart money is in. But when you see the blue color is at the highest point, it's telling me that what? This is at the profit-taking place. Okay, profit-taking place. All right. Okay, so let me just move on to some other place first. Move on to Hong Kong and Singapore first. Later on, we can talk a little bit more on the US. Okay. So let's talk about this Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong. So Hong Kong, okay, Hong Kong. If you look at some of the stocks, right, popular names, example, Xiaomi. Okay, is it good? It's not good, right? So you can see that, wow, we make new low. Okay, so this is a low point, this is a low point, this is a new low. So this is a strong support. $10, $11 is a strong support. But now it still dropped into $10.40. Okay, so if you look at Tencent, okay, Tencent, okay, Tencent also at this kind of a situation, right? It had some kind of a support level, but will this able to like what we call, will this be able to turn around? It's a question. Okay, it's really cannot tell. Okay, really cannot tell for now, because a lot of these stocks, right, they are moving lower. So this is a strong support. This is a strong support level. This is a support level. So anything above this green color, this bottom signal, the longer it stay away, the further it stay away, the better. But it stays so close, that means anytime it can break lower. When you break lower, is no good. Okay, if you break lower, it's no good. Okay. Okay. So over here, Tencent, all this, and Alibaba. Alibaba, is it good? Okay, is it good? Alibaba also in this situation. Okay, so in this situation, like this is the green candle. This is the low point. This is the support level. Okay, this is support level. So this support level is not so far is supporting. Okay, it's supporting, but it is not like kind of like a bouncing off. Okay, it's not staying away. It's not like going up. Okay? It's not going up. Okay, so if the nearer it is, the higher chance it's going to break. Okay, so no sign of bounce. Okay, the previous bounce seems like fail. Okay, the previous bounce seems like cave in, into this support level again. So now it's testing, whether it can break or not. If it breaks, that is not a good sign, right? Okay, why? Because a lot of people would have buy here and later on they will cut loss. Okay, so for Hong Kong, okay, so we look at the strong stocks, right? Okay, the strong stocks. So if we're looking at the strong stocks, okay, the strong stocks in the Hong Kong market, okay, Hong Kong market, right now, okay, which are the bigger companies, right, that is still strong? Okay, you look at the banks. Okay, so these are the strong stocks, but you can see today something changed, right? So CCB start to drop, and this some of this this is ICBC also continue to drop. Bank of China for the past 2 days continue to drop. Okay, HSBC never drops. HSBC is still very strong. So a lot of some of these stocks, right, they start to, turn down, okay, with this weak market. So generally, the market right now is not that fantastic. Okay, not that fantastic. Previously, we said that what this oil and gas, these are the stronger one. These are the one that never drop much. They are still the stronger, so-called the big company, still uptrend and strong is the oil and gas. So you can see PetroChina, you can see CNOOC, you can see Sinopec. So these three. But the banks are not very sure. Okay, it seems like the banks is having some pullback. Okay, it's having some pullback. So previously we also talked about the so-called the railway. So some of these railways, okay, Guangsheng Rail, you can see that is still going up. And previously we also talked about CRRC, which is the railroad stocks. So again, this is uptrend, and here it turns red. Wow. Okay, so when it turns red, what does it mean, right? What does it mean? It means what? It means maybe it's going to break this support level, and maybe that is the end of the uptrend. Okay, so will this be the end of uptrend? Or maybe this end of uptrend is the bull market of the tech stocks. Okay, this one, we want to see things happen here. We don't want to see everything go down. If everything go down, it's not good. Okay, so for Hong Kong, BYD, I think, is still a very strong BYD company. Is still a very strong, performing very well, still very strong. Okay, not falling. It's steady, up, pull back, then up again. Then we are having some kind of a small pullback. Okay, so again, Li Auto, BYD, these are the more potential kind of a stock. Okay, so this is a Li Auto in Hong Kong, 2015. Okay, so Li Auto. So if they start to move higher, these are the leaders. Okay, these are the leaders. Okay, so I think nothing much other than this, nothing much to watch in the Hong Kong stocks. All right, so over here, some of these stocks like Yati, okay, so if they have a bottom signal, if they go above the bottom signal, that is the important thing. Today, Hai Di Lao also, make new low, so not that good. Okay, not that good. Previously, they already have a bottom signal. By right, they should go above and go higher. But if they go below, then it's telling us that, wow, support is still being violated. So that is not a good sign. So for now, as long as the stock price never go above any of these bottom signal, it is still, the market is still weak. Okay, the market is still weak. Especially just now, those stocks that I mentioned, a lot of them is very popular stock. Okay, so the stocks in the screener, Ultimate Bull, is getting lesser and lesser. Tells us that the market is in an extremely oversold region. Okay, so if you see this list very low, right, very little stocks, right, means the market is at an extremely oversold region. Okay, so if there any bounce from here, it could be a big bounce. Okay, it could be a big bounce. So that is what is happening in this Hong Kong. All right. Okay, so let's talk about this like Singapore. Okay, let's talk about Singapore. Okay, so for Singapore, what's happening? Okay, so usually, right, I have this routine to find the stocks. Can I share with you the routine? Okay, type yes. Okay, type yes in the comment. Type yes. Okay, so the routine, right? Let's say I have this system. Okay, how would I find stocks for Singapore, or I find stocks for this tomorrow to watch, right? Okay, so what I do is I will first, I will look out for the ultimate bull, and I want to acknowledge which are the strongest stock in the market. Like which are the strongest stock in the market. So from here, right? Okay, the strongest stocks in Singapore. Okay, I would like to see if they have an uptrend. Okay, so one of them is Parkson Retail. So the question here is this your kind of stocks? Okay, do you mind holding on to this stock? or do you mind to buy this stock? Okay, so Parkson Retail, okay, they have a blue arrow over here. The stock follow through. The stock also have a blue arrow here. Today also follow through. Okay, so this is a small cap. So, you know, you can see that over here, there's a blue arrow, and it goes sideways, and then go up, go sideways, go up. So far, the stocks, right, is having some kind of play, right? Some kind of, is quite in play. What I mean here is, you see the blue arrow, okay? After that, it rockets up here. Of course, this one, it doesn't, right? This one, it doesn't. This one, it's upward move, sideways, and then it rockets. Anything after the rocket doesn't work here, okay? So from here, the first wave, red to blue, and then it goes sideways, and then it rocket up. Okay, so from here, it goes rocket up, but it doesn't go sideways. So this one, not very confident. If it goes sideways, you know, maybe there is a better setup, but still there is also chance that from here it continue to move, maybe for 1-2 days, you know, the kind of things, like this kind of a 2 days move. You know, so okay, but this is not the smoothest uptrend, and this one is a penny stock, so not that important. Okay, not important. The important one is the one that is a very smooth uptrend, and the one that is very steady. Okay, so Food Empire is one of them. Okay, Food Empire is one. So Food Empire over here, you can see that smart money is still inside. Smart money is still inside. Smart money. All this blue color is represent the smart money. Okay, smart money. Okay, and from here, right, this blue arrow. Okay, from here, this is the start of the trend. First blue arrow, from red color, it turns blue, and then after that, when there's a sideway, then there's a blue arrow. When there's a sideway pullback, there's a blue arrow. When there's a pullback, there's a blue arrow. When there's a pullback, there's a blue arrow. So far, right now, okay, by right, maybe, okay, you have a blue arrow soon. Okay, maybe we have blue arrow soon, but the thing is, it must have this kind of a move. It must have this kind of a turnaround. So if they have a turnaround, small turnaround, it will show a blue arrow again, and these stocks could be in play. Okay, in play. So some people will ask, then maybe I buy before it go up, can or not? Actually, not wrong also lah. If you don't have a blue arrow, you just buy whenever it pulls back. So far lah, whenever you pull back, you buy at the lowest point. You still work lah. You still work, correct? Okay. So on the uptrend, you want to buy on the pullback, or you want to buy on the pivot point. Yes. Okay. This is one of the most important stock for over the past 6 months. Okay. So Food Empire, Delphi. Okay. These are the stocks to watch, and Delphi already moved from the base here. Okay. Delphi already moved from the base. So what is a base? A base means it goes sideways. These are the base. Okay, these are the base. So with this blue arrow, it goes up. With blue arrow go up. Blue arrow go up. Then there's a base over here. Then this blue arrow, after it went up again. So now seems like having another base. So Delphi, these are the kind of stock that is good for short term or mid term. Okay, if you ask me, oh, this stock really so good. Actually, one day this will end one. Okay, one day the trend will turn around. One day it will turn to red color. Understand? Because why? Because last time UMS also like that. Last time this Franken also like that. Okay, so all these stocks, right, they have their time, right? They have their uptrend period. Okay, they have their good times. Okay, so the good times, what happened? The good times, they have the blue arrow, they have the uptrend, they have the pivot point, they have their move, they have the smart money. But after the good times, when they turn red, then you got to be careful, okay, when it turn red. Okay, so same thing like iFast, you know, remember this stock iFast? So iFast, also same thing. When it's blue, it is uptrend. When it's red, it went downtrend. Okay, so again, they have their good times and they have their bad times. So over here, this iFast also have their bad times, and it go down and down and down. You know, it's not good. Okay, it's not good. It's actually on the downtrend. Okay. So again, now how is it? If you ask me, IFAST, what do you think? The red arrow, after the red arrow, it went down. After the red arrow, it went down. After the red arrow, it went down. Now there's a red arrow. There's a good chance that this thing might still move down. Okay. There is a chance. There's a chance. Okay. So so over here, Food Empire, Delphi, and Sembcorp Industry. Okay, Sembcorp Industry. So Sembcorp Industry also from this blue arrow already run up. Okay, already run up. Okay, already run up already. Right? Then there's a base. So it must build base. If there's a base, then better. But now doesn't seem like any base. Now like build the top of the mountain. I haven't built a base yet. Okay, so when there is a base, it's better, right? It's better, you know, the blue arrow after the base is formed is better. Okay, but if there's no strong base, not sure whether it can last so long because never rest, you understand? Keep running, never rest. Okay, maybe your heart attack, right? Okay, so so over here, the rest, okay, the rest maybe not that fantastic. Okay, maybe the rest is maybe Dynamic. Okay, Dynamic is a shipbuilding stocks. Okay, it's one of the strongest stocks. But again, the base is not that strong and the price is relatively low, so it's not easy. Okay, Keppel Corp. Okay, Keppel Corp also same thing. Never build the base, never pull back enough, never sideways enough. So it's not easy to get in. But the good news is the smart money is very strong, right? The smart money is there. The blue bars in the smart money index here is very strong over here. Okay, so the rest, okay, the rest, SIA is also one of the highlights, but like what I say, the base is here. Okay, after it moved away from the base, you know, such a steep move, you know, the best is it go like go for a break first, go for a sideways move like this. It's better. All right, so so yeah, we shall not go through all. Okay, but still, okay, there are some important stocks here. These are the growth stocks. They are not the blue chip. If you're looking for blue chip, if you're looking for popular stocks, okay, popular stocks is SIA. Popular stock is OCBC. Is popular stock is this CapitaLand Ascenders REITs. Okay, these are some of the most popular stock. The popular stock is also Fraser Centrepoint Trust, and popular stock is also SGX. So SGX, what's the good news? The good news is you look at this bottom signal. Okay, so let's learn what is a bottom signal. Bottom signal, right? Okay, is a signal that appear when there is a heavy selling. Heavy selling. So it tells us that potentially, maybe this is a low point, and maybe it will bounce. Okay, but of course, it never tell you bounce how many percent. So like this case, bounce 2%, then drop. Possible, but still bounce up 2.2%. Correct? Your commission, how much? Your commission is 0.25 plus 0.25. If up 2.8% in just a few days, still okay. Correct? Okay. So over here, this one, it went down first, but after that, from here, green color, you know, it's like, okay, almost this place, maybe there could be a bounce. So when there's a heavy selling, it tells you, hey, here, maybe there could be a bounce already. Okay, so in this kind of scenario, you catch the right bottom, the good bottom. So this one, it went down first, and then after that, it bounced, right? This one, of course, this one not successful because it doesn't go above, right? Okay, so from here, this one, the last one, then is successful. Okay, last successful. So if it's successful, maybe it bounced off here. So what's happening here? So from here, it start to bounce. It start to bounce. So this is telling us what? This is telling us that this SGX, okay, is one of the key component of the market. Okay, and SGX from here, if it never go back down, that is a good sign. That means the market have one survivor here, which is SGX, the big company. Okay, so so over here, okay, over here, what about the other stocks? Other stocks. Okay, yesterday I saw this CapitaLand Invest. Okay, today not yesterday today and a few days ago. Okay, so the good news here, right? CapitaLand Invest previously also have this successful bottom signal, and here a successful one, and here is a successful one. So will this one be successful? Okay, so far it looks good. So far, so good lah. Okay, so far so good. So so over here, if it's like this, then not good lah. Keep failing. The bottom signal keep failing. That means that the market is very bad. Okay, but from here, if you want to see, ask whether, do you think Singapore market already at the low point? Do you think Singapore market is going to move up from here? Then I ask you, what stock will you see? What stock will you see? Okay, so I mentioned already, just now I mentioned already. What stock? SGX and Capital Land Invest. Okay, why? Why? Because these two is quite big. These two, plus together, add together about 20 over billion, right? Okay, and of course, banks. Yes, banks, you cannot miss them out. So you got DBS. Okay, DBS. Okay, so DBS also have this bottom signal about 4 days ago. Okay, of course, if it fail, then no need to say it's not yet. If it fail, not bottom. If it fail, okay, if it go down, then okay, forget it. It's not the lowest point yet. Okay, but if it follow through, that means if we go higher 1 day, okay, if you go higher 2 days, if you go higher 3 days, if it can stay away from this bottom signal, that means this place here, okay, is the lowest point. Okay, if you can stay away, okay. So like example this one, okay, example this one. So if it can stay away, the longer you stay away, the more concrete, the more concrete the bottom is. But if it go below any point of this green candle, no good. Okay, no good. So far, we are seeing a good rebound for like 2-3 days. Okay, a good rebound for 2-3 days. So so that is telling us that okay, maybe STI may bounce from here. Okay, we can have some hope. I'm not saying that we must be very hopeful, but we can have some hope. And actually now is some of this is quite cheap. Okay, some of this stock is quite cheap. That means like pullback, like this DBS pullback 12%. So again, UOB, what about UOB? Okay, UOB. So UOB is at the borderline. It's the borderline. Okay, why is it borderline? Because from here you don't see them. You don't see the stock close above 28. It must go above 28. Then it is above this green color candle. Okay, so if it doesn't go above 28, still not strong. Still not strong. Still not like, okay, it's like a voting system. Is the market going up or the market going down? So if they cannot go above, okay, that means UOB is not yet out of the danger zone, still in the ICU. Okay, still in the ICU. Okay, but if we can go above 28, then okay lah, one out of ICU already. Okay, one out of ICU. So of course now, yes, it's still cheap. A discount from 29 to 27. Okay, 27.80 cents. Okay, the market overall is still cheap, but yeah, we want to see it follow through. Okay, you know why? Okay, if we look at the previous trend, look at the previous trend over here. Okay, how does it move up? It must have this bottom signal, and then it doesn't move lower. Instead, it move higher. If you move higher after the bottom signal, then that is the sign of the stock turn around, right? So if you look at this bottom signal, how do you know from here it move up? After the bottom signal, it start to move up. Then yes, that is the thing. If you look at this one, bottom signal. Okay, how do you identify whether is it now is good time or now is the start of a rebound? The price must go above this green candle, correct? So the day it go above, it could be the start of the upward move. Okay, so is UOB important? Okay, to tell whether this STI or this general market is moving up or this bank sector is moving up. I think UOB must cross 28. must cross above 28. Okay, if it doesn't go above 28, still, still a bit like not stable, not stable. So some people say, hey, can I buy lower than that? I mean, if you're a long-term investor, then, it doesn't matter. Lower the you buy, the better, right? Okay, but if you are short-term, mid-term, okay, going above is a sign of market rebound. Okay, so we look at OCBC. Some people, of course, OCBC. Okay, so OCBC don't have any bottom signal. Why? Because it doesn't have a strong sell down. Okay, so OCBC, right, is actually stronger than the UOB and DBS over the past 1 month. Okay, so OCBC is a different league. It's a different league. It's a strong stock. It's not the one that is being sell down. So there's no bottom signal. Okay, there's no bottom signal. Okay, so again, let's take a look at a few Singapore stocks. Some of you asked, okay, I will go through some of these stocks. Okay, you look at sets. Look at sets. Okay, so you can see this bottom signal. Okay, this bottom signal. After this bottom signal, the stocks from here went up. Okay, after this top signal, the stock went down. After this bottom signal, the stock went up. Okay, so far so good. Looks good. Okay, looks good. Okay. Okay, by the way, just now somebody asked DBS what's okay. DBS already above, right? Already above this 31 or 30, 30.92, the price there. So far already, as long as don't go below $30.30. Don't go below $30.30. Okay. Go below $30.30 means wow. The market is a sell down, a big sell down, that kind of thing, right? Okay, not good, right? Okay, you see, if you go below this green candle, it have a big sell down here. Okay, go below is not good. Okay, go below is telling us, wow, it's very bad. Somebody pick up already, then throw low. Okay, so one of the most anticipated stock, okay, Genting Singapore. Genting Singapore. So this one, okay, not there is a bottom signal here, but there's no follow through. There's no follow through. So it goes below the bottom signal. Okay, one of the reason I think maybe because last night this LVS breakdown, right? LVS breakdown. Okay, and this MGM also break down. Okay, break below this bottom signal. So anytime when you break below, you got to be extra careful because it means that this is not the real bottom. Maybe there is another bottom later at a lower price. Okay, at a lower price. Okay, so some people can take the other bottom with like average down if they want to accumulate the stocks. Okay, but breaking below the bottom signal is not good, and this Genting Singapore is showing weakness right now. Okay, showing weakness right now. All right, so good news is if you want to accumulate a lot of shares now, discount okay, now it's a even cheaper price cheaper price. Okay, so let's take a look at some stock. I think more people like to see the Singapore stocks okay, Sheng Siong, I think cannot really use the chart to analyze because there's no like the volume and the price is not moving actively. Okay, so Sheng Siong, right, is more of a so-called long-term buy and hold kind of stocks. So far, no bottom signal, not yet. Okay, not yet showing a bottom yet, not yet. Okay, so usually a bottom signal is the day where it have some turnaround. Okay, turnaround. So one day if there's a turnaround, then we will see again. But so far, Sheng Siong, the long run is doing very well. Especially you see, this is the COVID period, March 2020. The 116 drop all the way to 91 cents. So if you pick it up here, you can hold on until today. Okay, no problem already. Okay, and another very highly anticipated stock, Yangzijiang SGD. Yangzijiang is already bottom previously in January. and already bottom here in March. Okay, and now it turns up into an uptrend. Okay, so Yang Zijiang, what's happening here is you can see that these few days there is a good movement over here, 10% up, and then it goes into this sideways. Okay, this is a good sign. This is a good sign. This is a strong stocks pattern, strong stock pattern. Okay, but it must have a positive day. So today is not positive. Today is not strong. Okay, so in any positive day, this Yang Zijiang, right, could be one of the stock in play. Okay, one of the stock in play. Okay, why? Because it's blue color, ma. Blue color means there's a chance. With blue arrow means the next 2-3 days, you know, might have some kind of a move. Okay, so when you see a blue arrow, okay, and like this, not yet run, okay, not yet run, not yet run, not yet run, okay, the day that you go above, okay, is the day that, you know, that could be a turn over here, right? Okay, so you can see the blue arrow, then the next 2 days, not yet run, not yet run. So the day that it run, okay, it might have some kind of a pattern like this. So previously, it have some pattern like this. Okay, so with the blue arrow, it runs a few days up. Yeah, so we can have some anticipation on this stock, Yang Zijiang. Okay, can have some like, you know, let's watch. Okay, let's watch how it goes. Okay. So Yang Zijiang, right, is actually one of the strongest sector, or one of the strongest not say blue chip stocks above 4 billion. This is one of the strongest one of the strongest. Okay. Okay, and then I see what, okay, I see some of you talking about, wow, okay, some of the US stocks again. Okay, US stocks, STLD, VIS, CDL. CDL, I think, is the weakest, one of the weakest blue chip. CDL, CD Development. CD Development is one of the weakest. Okay, one of the weakest blue chip. One of the weakest blue chip. So with the stock that is going down like this, right, we don't apply the bottom signal usually, because if it's going on a downtrend, most of the bottom signal will fail. But in this case, some of these bottom signal are quite nice, right? Like this one, wow. Here the bottom signal happened and then it runs up. This one, if you are an investor, you hold until it turns around, still okay lah. This one is perfect. If you are a trader, you want to get into this kind of a bottom signal and you hold all the way up. Okay, if you are a trader, okay. But this one up one day, then it dropped already. This one never even go up. This one, after the bottom signal, runs up a bit. So far, there's no bottom signal. There's no sign of bouncing. Okay, CD Development is, I think, one of the weakest. Okay, it reminds me of the old Keppel Corp. Okay, Keppel Corp was like this, was like this previously. Okay, was like this previously. So it's not, it's like out of date, yeah. Okay, like nobody like to look at it already. So over here, yes, some of these bottom signal, they are really nice lah. Okay, like this one, when the bottom signal happen, up for a few days. When the bottom signal happen, it up for quite many days. This one very nice. Happened at the lowest point and then it went up. Okay, so we are bottom signal. The most afraid is this kind of trend. Okay, it go down and down and down. Many fail. Okay, but if it's volatile, if it's bouncing off the bottom, yes, okay, it can give you a very nice looking nice entry point. Okay, but so far don't have. Okay, don't have. Actually you can use this screener. You can screen like this. Okay, bottom master uptrend, and then you put on this last 5 days. Okay, then you rank with this, the what we call the highest value. So you got this capital integrated commercial trust. Okay, so this one have a bottom signal over here, which is a good sign. SGX, just now we see already. Genting, just now we see already. Propnex. Okay, Propnex recently have a bottom signal, and then from here it go up for 4 days. Oh, quite good. Okay, quite good. it's not it's telling us that the market is there is some big players picking up the stocks from the bottom. Okay, so the system, right, give us a signal. That means, hey, this stock okay, is being sell down. And this bottom signal is telling me that, hey, there are some people picking up. Okay, some people picking up. Okay, and then from here, then it's start to move up. That means, wow, this smart money, they are active in the market. Smart money is active in the market. Okay, how to see bottom signal? Bottom signal is also one of my proprietary system. So this bottom signal, okay, if you have this system, it can help you to identify this bottom signal with just this one button here. Just one button, you can put on the indicator. You can put an indicator. So from here, top signal, bottom signal. So you can use this indicator to guide you. Like example, what we do is we will, have our entry and have our stop loss. So if we are right, we'll move our stop loss to higher to break even, and then we will, have a risk-free trade. Okay. So if we are wrong, what happened? If we are wrong, okay, we will hit the stop loss below the green candle. So we will lose a small, like a 4%. This is a 4%, $1.10, $1.01 and 97 cents. So it's a 4 cents difference. So you know the risk, and then you try to get the reward more than the risk. All right. Okay, so some people ask about the Thai beverage. Okay, let's take a look at Thai beverage. Thai beverage, no sign of bottoming yet. No sign of bottoming yet. Okay, but again, if you're a long-term investor, yeah, some people buy for long-term. It's different. Different strategy. This bottom signal, all this is more for short-term. So it requires those stock that is a volatile, those stock that have a bounce. Okay. So that if there's no bounce, then how to pick the bottom, correct? Okay, they must have bounce, right? Okay. All right. So let's take a look at some stocks. Okay, US stocks again. Okay, some US stocks again. Taiwan Semiconductor. Okay. Got to be a bit careful. Whenever we see a top signal, it's telling us that this is a resistance. Whenever the stock go below the top signal, telling us that, hey, after the resistance, some people are selling. Orange candle is the resistance. So here, some people are selling. Okay. So if you can go above 92.50, then it's better. That means break above the resistance. So far, that means for short term, this is for short term. For short term, this is not the good sign. Not a good sign. Some of the stock, they are like this, like Apple is like this also. Okay. They have this resistance level. Okay. So if it go below, we have to be a bit careful. Okay. Amazon don't have, but do be careful, because some of these resistance, right, like this one, right, top signal, right, okay, if it go below, it could be the start of a sell down. Okay, why? Because it's already overbought, already at a high side. Okay, so if the market, people are selling heavily, maybe this is the earliest point you can detect. Okay, so it depends. It really depends on the market, how this US market going to play around. Okay, if you look at some of these highest point, they start from this top signal. Okay, start from this top signal. So this top signal could be the, if they go below, if it doesn't go below, it's fine. But if you go below, you got to be extra careful. Or if you're extra careful. Okay, so TSM have this top signal, and then top signal follow through. And TSM is one of the weaker semiconductor as compared to this like NVIDIA, AMD. So if NVIDIA, AMD, all this start to come down, I think this TSM might even drop more, right? Faster, right? Okay, on is also not the strongest, semicon. Okay, on is not the strongest. So far it has some kind of a breakout. Okay, but the strongest, right, okay, is still NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is a leader. Still a leader. Okay, overall, yes, it's still uptrend. It's still nicely above this upward move, but these few days is a bit weak. These few days is a bit of a profit taking. Okay, so that is what is happening here. All right. Okay, so okay, again, some people ask about STM. What is STM? ST Micro. Oh yeah, ST Micro previously was good, was uptrend, but then after that, again, you know, it start to drop. Okay, and then here there's some bottom signal. It bounced off the bottom, but generally the trend is still weak. The trend is still weak, still orange color here. Okay, this is another system. This system is called the super trend system. Purple line is the resistance. Purple line is resistance. So sometimes if you see here, okay, if you cannot go above the purple line, if you cannot go above the purple line, you know, you can see that it start to go below. It could start to have a sell down. Okay, start to have a sell down. So so for now, it's testing the purple line. Okay, if you can go above, no problem. If you can go above this one, that means wow, it's a start of the uptrend. But from here onwards, if every day start to drop, you have to be very careful here. Okay, because why? Because those stock that is really, really strong, they would be up for many days already. Okay, they will be up like crazy. Like example this one, Duolingo. Those stock that is really, really strong, right? They will be up, you know, from the low point, from like example this bottom signal, you know, it's up like this already. Okay, like this Spotify. Okay, those stock that is really strong, they will be up like this. Okay, those stock that is really strong, you know, they'll be up for many days by now. So those stock that is still just bounce off the bottom, you know, maybe it's not that strong. So anything from there they start to go down, we're gonna be really careful, right? Okay, so Baba. Okay, Baba, let's take a look at Baba. Baba, it's the same thing. So here bottom signal went up a little bit, but now cave in. So which means what, there's a, you know, selling come in right after the bounce. Okay, so it's not strong. Okay, not strong. So just now the Hong Kong same thing it's not strong. The whole Hong Kong, not just Alibaba. Okay, so I think a lot of questions. I think you all are very active. Okay, Fortinet also another stocks. Wow, you can see this bottom signal is crazy. It's crazy. I think the smart money, they like this strategy recently. Okay, recently they like this strategy. That means they like to buy stock that happens here, and then it bounce up. So now we're gonna be careful, right? Because here is a top signal. Anything above this orange candle, no problem. But anything below this orange candle, you got to be a bit cautious. Okay, you got to be a bit cautious. Okay, so now is a resistance level, So if it have this resistance and this resistance start to have a sell down, then you know we need to like what we call protect our profit, right? Protect our this capital. So anything below this orange candle, it is the, you know, danger zone, right? That means wow, going down already. Do you want to participate in the downward move? That's the question. Okay, so so yes, there's many people asking, but we will choose some Okay, PFE. Okay, PFE has been down for a long time. Then recently, finally, it started to move up. Okay, this one is not the best situation, but it could be the start of a trend, but it's very weird. Okay, very, very weird. Okay, that means this stock is the weakest stock. It's the weakest stock. But just happened at the weakest point, and everybody right now is start to go down. This stock start to go up. Wow, really opposite. Really opposite. Compared to the, like, example, NVIDIA. This is the opposite of NVIDIA. Okay, for the past 4-5 months, NVIDIA has been up. For the past 2 days, maybe NVIDIA not so strong. But this stock is the opposite. Okay, Pfizer. Okay, so usually we are not we don't really buy into this kind Okay, but if you look at if you are confident with Pfizer, if you like to buy, when it start to turn around, with the system, green color is showing you this kind of trend, green color showing you this kind of trend, green color telling you that, okay, there could be a turnaround, but, how long it lasts? Is it going on a sideway? Okay, or is it going on an uptrend? So green color means it's either go on a sideway or go on an uptrend. So this could be a start of a trend. It could be. Okay. I mean, if you look back, you look back all these years. Okay, the green color, after the green color, so far, what happened? After green color, so far, what happened? What is the best case scenario? What is the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is this. It go back in, and then it break the red line and the purple line. That's the worst case scenario, which is 10% loss. So that is the worst case scenario. It go down and then it turn orange. That is the worst case scenario. Okay, but the best case scenario, it can be this example. This is just an example of a good scenario. It could be up 20%. Okay, it could be up 20%. The worst case scenario, it turn this what we call green, and then after that it go to orange. Okay, it's about 7% loss. Okay, it could be 7%, or it could be this 5% loss. It could be 3% loss. Okay, but the good positive one, it could be a 30-40% up. It could be a 45% up. Okay, so this one, your question is, hey, will this be good? Okay, with the volume, it looks good. So I'm not sure about this, but for me, I'm not into this kind of a bottom bounce. I'm not into bottom bounce. Okay, I'm not into bottom bounce. Okay. All right, so over here, with the system, it can help you to have a study on the chart and all that. So with this system, it's easier. It's easier. Wow, this kind of question. Tesla must exit. No, we don't answer this kind of direct question. Okay, direct question. So you must answer this like Tesla. Okay, Tesla. How is the okay? So here, green color. Here is a orange to green. Green color, what happened? Sometimes, yes, it will drop. After it turns green, it can drop 10%. After it turns green, maybe this one is up 5%. Green color, from here you buy, here you sell, you up 3%, you sell. From here to here, you up 30%, 25%, you sell. Okay, but if it's really uptrend, the green color can be what? The green color can be from here to here. It can be up 70, 80%. It can be down 15%. It can be up 60 or 90%. Okay. So the green color is telling me that the trend is up. It can be up 275% during this green color period. Okay. So during this green color period, the stocks can up like this, 270% again. Okay. So this is the part where it's green. The part where it's green, it can up 200%, it can up 91%, it can down 14%, it can up 82%, it can down 11%, it can up 6%, it can up 2%, it can up 25%. The question, this one, what about this one? This one we don't know yet. When turn orange here, we know. But you can see the purple line. Okay, so the worst case, okay, if you sell when it break below the purple line, it is a 10%, 11% stop loss for now. Okay, but of course, I want to set higher, can not? Yes, I can also. The red line, the red line is about 7%. So the risk management is you sell when it go below this level. Okay. All right. So over here, this is the way we look at the stock. Okay, maybe it's better we avoid this orange candle. Okay, orange part we try to avoid. Green part we try to participate. But then if you say I want to get in earlier, can or not? I can. If you want earlier, you go in with the bottom signal. So this bottom signal help you to catch the lowest point. And this bottom signal only use on those stock that you have studied the fundamental or you buy for dividend, you make sure that this company is a genuine, solid, mega caps, big company, then you use the bottom signal. We don't use on those lousy penny stocks. Understand? All right. So over here, for people, right, who want to learn more, for people who want to study more about this system, right? Okay, by the way, the good news here is actually recently, a lot of our students, they are doing well. Some of these stocks like Celsius. Do you see this stock? Anybody see this stock? Celsius? Okay. So if you look at Celsius, CELH. Okay, CELH. Okay. So some of the students, right, they follow this first blue arrow. Okay, they follow this first blue arrow. Okay, they follow this super trend entry point. Green color, they go in, right? Okay, they have a good results. Okay, they have good results. Okay, they have Google. Google is interesting. Google, right? Okay, some of them, they got in the bottom signal. Bottom signal. So bottom signal until today. Okay, until today, you got the top signal. Okay, so it was a very nice looking chart. Okay, very nice looking chart. Okay, and of course, and then some other stocks, RMBS. So RMBS, this is a semiconductor stocks. The trend is as good as this what we call Nvidia. Okay, so this RMBS, you can see this bottom signal. Okay, it was a very nice looking bottom signal, and then it ran up right away. Right. So there are many stocks. Okay, some of these like SGML also have this bottom signal and then fly high. This Monster Beverage. Okay, Monster Beverage. Okay, also have this top signal and then it start to sell down. So so a lot of these, some of them they have good results. Okay, some good results. Okay, so over here, just last part of the class, just share with you one last thing, how you can join this how you can get this system, how you can join this class. Okay, so by the way, the stock market actually changed my life, and I think we can do more. So with this skill and knowledge, and if you really make money in the stock market,